You know who it is. Tell me, say with me, 5-3 M. I just want to talk about Palafin out here. It's 4 a.m. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I'm just trying to informate the people out there, about this mod right here. It's a suspect test right now, and we're trying to see if Palafin is broken. And I'm gonna say what I want to say about this mod, and this mod might be broken. It is broken, in my opinion. So I have been laddering this mod, and I've been using this team. I might post a video with this soon, who knows, but this team has been like kind of broken in instances where it only loses to, not loses, but it has a bad matchup against sticky teams. But other than sticky teams, this team is really decent against most matchups. So, I'll give you an example why Palafin might be broken. But before that, let's talk about how the suspect tech is going in general. So, you know me, I'm actually qualified for the Palafin's suspect qualified discussion, which is kind of includes the care suspect plus the Gliscor suspect. So I qualified for the suspect for Kirim and Gliscor, which is pretty nice to say. But I had viewers, not even viewers, people who have been qualified for the previous suspects who have kind of contributing about what they're opinion about Palafin. So as you can see, SRM, he's a pretty strong battler in general. Plus we have people like who have qualified for such as magma shooters, plus his Halom, which is gonna be a good battler as well. And we also have Storm Zone, plus who has contributed to these his opinion of Palafin in general. So we can talk about his opinion and all these opinions, but we'll also like reference my opinions, and we'll have replays just to prove my points as well. So in my opinion, Palafin is broken. I think we all know this, but bringing this into Gen 9 OU tier, where it was before, it was kind of balanced in my opinion. Like it was very close to being balanced, if not. But you always lose a matchup against this core here. But now with Palafin here, Palafin shifts the entire tier to a different dimension of what a brokenness what it is now. Palafin's introduction into the tier is kind of just like awakening to like what you see into the tiers of how a mod can completely change the entire meta. Because this mod completely just shifted the tier. And I know you see all these Pokemons are trying to run. All these people are trying to run Palafin onto their team, so it's like, what can you do about this? How can you counter this? How do you use this? So, with Palafin around, most people are trying to run water absorbent users, such as not Palafin, Ogerpon, Clodsire, and such, right? Because Clodsire is like hard check into Palafin if it doesn't run Ice Punch, but the problem is, if you run into Ice Punch not Ice Punch Clodsire, Ice Punch Palafin Hero, it just becomes a little situation where you just lose immediately. So there's a lot of situations where Palafin becomes like an almost unstoppable force. What people say is, oh, you use a turn to switch out to be making it less broken, but like 0 to hero, like I get the opinion about how people say like, oh, you get to waste a turn to switch out, but like you need to play that meta. And if you play against this mod, and then play against the right set specifically, you'll lose this mod. This mod is so broken, I'm not gonna lie. This might be one of the most broken mods that's been released since. Like, this mod can break its checks completely. I can show you a complete replay about how it's just like, just demolish checks. Let me set up the dimensions for you, man, so like everybody can see how it goes. Let me just find a perfect replay for you guys. So 1 second. I don't know if this replays perfectly. Let's see. Not this one. Every replay I have this mod is just destroys fucking teams. And like, I've been spamming this team recently. I know I've fucking declined in recent raids, but it's just because the metagame has shifted so much that it's kind of unpredictable where it is. But now I've been spamming Palafin. It's just like, bro, this mod is something else. Is this the team where I completely destroy Palafin? Bro, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Okay, this is a replay of where Palafin just completely destroys my opponent. Like, and this is not even just one replay. This is multiple replays. We'll say. Okay, so okay, look, I put pressure on with. Okay, now let's put the music out. Okay, yeah. So I put pressure on with. In my opinion, I was like, okay, I look at this team. I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna lead a Palafin because this guy's definitely gonna expect Palafin to lead. So I'm gonna lead it with Zapdos because Zapdos is amazing into his team. Other than Garchomp, but like I can switch out, you know. So I lead it with Zapdos. Let's go Staraptor. In my eyes, I'm like, okay, I can either just switch out or I can Volt Switch, but I'm like, oh, discharge, but I'm like, okay, let me just U-turn out. He's gonna go into. Actually, I got discharge. I want to get a pair just in case he goes into Garchomp, but I'm like, okay, fuck it, U-turn out. You know, he brings a great Bird Jesus, which is his star out there. I switch out his Zap, you know, try to take that much, and then I miss my fucking skill shot, so I'm in a bad position at this moment, right? I'm down 2 months. The Raptor's done its fucking god work, in my opinion. But I'm like, yo, what do I do? I bring in Palafin. This mon is like god or some shit, bro. This mon, they need to ban this shit as soon as possible, bro. This shit is broken, more broken than King Gambit. Anyways, I switch out because I'm like, oh, okay. Actually, I want to get the chip on the fucking Raptor. I don't even know what I'm saying, but trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. This mon is broken. I switch out into Great Tusk because I'm like, yo, I don't know what this Great Swampert Garchomp's gonna do. I switch out to Tusk, go into Iron Valley because I'm predicting a scale shot or some shit. He spikes. Okay, I'm like, oh yeah, sick. I'm gonna set up with Calm Line or I'm gonna go for Moonblast. Let's see what I do. I go for Moonblast because I'm scared of that Chomp, and I'm like, okay. Yo, he brings in Tusk, Tyranitar, which is kind of crazy because I'm like, yo, where's my close combat? And this guy goes for a Heavy Slam to chip me and kill me. I'm like, okay, this guy just does not respect me. So I go Palafin here right now. You want to see what this guy does? Do I go for either a sub here? I'm pretty sure I go for a sub or a ball club. Yeah, I go for a sub. Yo, this set is broken. I go for a ball club. Goes for a Lollipop and Clan Ball Speed. He goes Rapid Speed. He wants to get rid of his Rock Speed. It's pretty weak on this. And then he goes for a Chomp. I'm like, yo, I'm bulking up as much as possible. Yo, look how much this mon does. Because he's a D-Knight. D-Knight's like the biggest strike problem, especially this set. Because I'm just only bulk up in Dream Punch, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do as much as possible. I either go for a sub or a Dream bulk up here. Let's do that sub. I go for another sub. Go for a Breaking Swipes, which is kind of a misplay, but I think you should go for EQ there. I go for another bulk up. This one EQ finally. I either go for a sub or a Jet Punch or a Dream Punch because I want to get as much HP as possible. Right? Even though he's Rocky Helmet, I return back to the same health, which is possible, plus the leftovers. Right? So I think I go for a sub here. And look at this. Look how, like, watch this replay of how this monster solo's this team. Right? Brain Punch out here, you know, get some shit back. Look at that. And this mon can't just roll. Mon is just too broken. With the stats that it has, look. What is the stats that this mon has? Let's look at this. 160 attack, which is like, what compares to this mon? Like Kartana, I think? Kartana is what, 80? This one is like, bro, what the fuck? And then the base stats are 100, 106, 87 special defense. It's not even dog shit. Just like you have mons that are like worse special defense, but this one has like such a bulky mon and 100 special speed. Yo, it's just like you can say that like switching out is such a cost, but like look at this. Where this guy gets destroyed, but I'm behind like what? In the situation where Palafin is like one not switched in, I'm behind 2 months. And look what it does for me. It brings me progress into such where I completely sweep this guy by Palafin. Because Palafin it might be actually broken. Not even might be, it is broken. But you know, like we'll just continue watching it. Just continue watching it. But yeah, we Drain Punch up yo. D-Knight's supposed to be a counter, but once you have set up bulk up 3x, yo, D-Knight ain't touching you, bro. D-Knight ain't touching you. But you know, we continue, we Jet Punch on this Volk, not even the Volk, Iron Moth. We killed that, and bro, this one, I even said, I had to respect my opponent and say this shit's broken. Like I'm not gonna even lie. Before this, I'm not gonna lie, like this, I thought this mon was leaving broken, but like, in reality, this mon might have to go. Not even reality. This shit is broken. I'm looking at these like these posts by the qualified people who've been in the Kirim or Glasscore suspects, and everyone kind of has the same judgment. And before I used to think like how Palafin and the OG might be fine, but I forgot how broken this base stats are. If you switch out once, it's like, yo, it's not even if you switch out. Once you find the opportunity to switch out, it's like, bro, this thing needs to be like, this shit has like, what is the base stats? Total base stats. Let's switch it up. Palafin here. Palaf. Oh, I can't spell type shit. Palafin. Oh my god, I can't type. Palafin hero. Let's see. Okay, how much base stats is the Palafin hero type shit? Okay, let's check Cerebi, because Cerebi is the most reliable source out there, learn from my boy. Shout out to him, but he's not in here, so. Where is the Palafin here? Is it Palafin here? Yeah, this is it. Let's just add this up, okay? So you have, I'm gonna use, you know what? I'm gonna give you a visual representation. I was gonna go on my phone, but let's go on my fucking, ignore Val. I'm like a little tipsy, but let's just type this shit out. So we have what? 100 plus 160 base attack, right? Because that is fucking there as fuck. Plus 97 defense, because even fucking Lindo doesn't have that much defense. Special attack is 106. Oh, ignore my background, but it's fire. 106, right? Which is insane, which is higher than D-Knight. Oh, why is this shit keep coming up? Okay, 106, 87 fucking speed up, which is crazy. Don't see mods with that. And now what else? 100 speed. This shit has a base stat of 650. That's higher than most mythical mods. Heatran, I'm pretty sure has 600. This is higher than fucking pseudo legendaries mods. This shit is broken. What, Terra? Nah, this shit needs to be banned. I'm not gonna lie. You've seen that one game. Let's get another game. Let's just preview. This mod, the problem with this mod is it can Terra out of situations where it's just like, yo, it needs to get out of this. So let's see. I think I lose this game. Let's see. Yeah, let's not look at that game because I lost. But let's look at a situation where Palafin destroys. I think this game. Did Palafin do that much this game? Bro, look at this game. In a situation where Palafin is like, yo, it's broken. Sorry about that. I had to burp, but I just want to mute that. But anyways, we have a matchup where it's like your sun versus grassy terrain plus, that's basically the matchup. Sun plus grassy terrain. This guy has like a really good matchup against me because it's not even a good matchup, but he has a really good offense team. But I shout out to him because I played him on ladders so many times, but this guy has like a really strong structure of this team. He has Sun plus Grassy Terrain. Grassy Terrain's for Raging Ball usually, but it could be fine about it. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna lead off with Zap, I think, because Zap is a great matchup into most of the ones, but he's never gonna really lead off with Raging Ball because Raging Ball he wants to save he wants to save in general. So I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna lead off with Zap right here. Because this shit's bad. So he leads with Iron Moth. Well, actually, I'm looking at this team. I'm like a little too stupid right now, so I'm a little too stupid. But anyways, I lead for Palafin because I want to get this shit activated. I'm looking at his team and I'm like, yo, this shit is a little too strong against his team. Because look, as we can see, Palafin is Terror Poison. And this shit destroys this team. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get this shit activated as soon as possible. Switch out because what's he gonna do? In my opinion, I've battled this guy too many times, so I'm like, yo, I know this kid's Swords Dance, so I'm not as frightened on the eye valley as possible. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hard switch out to Zap. As long as my Hurricane hits, I'm fine. He goes for a knockoff. I'm like, okay, and I hit the Hurricane, which is great. If I miss that Hurricane, I might be in a different situation. Who knows? But I'm like, yo, okay, fine. That hits. I go slow K because he brings in Raging Bolt. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to lose Raging Bolt because Raging Bolt is a huge threat to my team. What do I do here? I Chili out into who? Great Tusk. I force the Terror because I know a specific team. I know a specific team has Terror Flying Raging Bolt. And I'm looking at my team, and Tusk is not that great, in my opinion. In this situation, I remember I was like, yo, should I Terror, not Terror, should I Stealth Rock up on the switch and, like, he goes into Hatch? Not even Hatch, because Stealth Rock looks amazing in this game. But I was like, yo, like, in general, let me just, like, in general, go for a Headlong Rush, force a Terror, and I can go cure him. And if that doesn't work, then go Jet Punch with Palafin. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I go for Headlong Rush here, which is not a new play, but it's just like, yo, like, it's the safest play because if he's terrified, like, I know this stat in general, but he goes for Dragon Pulse, which kills me, which is sucks, but I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let's go cure him. My calc was saying that I kill in general. That is the reason why I brought cure him, but the problem was this Raging Bolt is super bulky, so, you know, my cure him fucking dies in one hit. Like, fuck it. I'm like, fuck, I'm behind 2 months, and Raging Bolt is up 2 months. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of bad. But look how much progress this mon brings in. This mon is the problem that's here right now. And I'm like, yo, he's expecting me to go for a fucking, what is it, Jet Punch? I think I go for a sub. Let's see what I do. Okay, I go for a Jump Punch to make sure that I don't get fucking choked by this fucking mon. I should have went for a sub here. He went for a Stealth Rock here. I don't know why he did that, but I think because this long can't touch me. He doesn't have Wisp on his team, so you know I think he had to find a way to be the best situation. So I was like, okay, he wanted to get up rocks for his app, I think. So I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just to set up. I had sub on this one. I should have went for sub. But I was like, yo, now that I know that this shit is, he went for rock jump, he's gonna be ready. He's either going for War Wisp or he's going for Clear Smog. As he goes for a Clear Smog. And this shit, the problem with this one is this shit has 87, not even 97, 87 special defense, which is higher than Gliscor and Lando. So it's like, bro, what the fuck do you do? This shit does not break my sub, and sub Palafin might be a little too broken because it's like, yo, what do you do? What do you do, honestly? I go for a bulk up on the sub because I'm like, yo, I'm for sure limiting this shit. And he brings a Rilla. I'm like, yo, I'm bulk up again because I'm like, yo, this shit cannot break my sub. I'm Terra Poison. This shit's gonna be like, oh, too broken. I go for a Drain Punch, you know, and he goes for Warhammer. I either go for a Drain Punch here or I go for a Jet Punch because I know I don't live this shit. I live this shit. And I predict that this guy's not gonna go for Grass Blood. Go for a Drain Punch, and I kill the real. I'm like, yo, this shit looks a little too broken. But then this thing comes in. I'm like, yo, like it went from a 6-4 matchup to a 4-4 matchup. That's why I really killed 2 mons in like what 12 turns. This shit is broken. I think I sagged Palafin here. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to like waste a mon because the like Palafin's brokenness. So the reason why I went for Drain Punch is I went for Jet Punch because, in my opinion, I felt like this guy would go for a Draco, and then if he went for a Draco, I would go Iron Valley and sweep with him because I would just Calm Mind, and my shit is Calm Mind, Side Shock, T-Bolts. Oh my, yo, let me stack Palafin, go into Iron Valley, Calm Mind, and then, you know, just sweep. Because I still do have Terra. This guy, I don't know if he spent a Terra yet. Actually, he did. Terrified with the Raging Bolt, so I'm like, yo, this is a great position. So I'm like, yo, let me attack Palafin here and be fine. But I go for a chip because I'm expecting Draco Meteor on this guy. But he goes for what? Dragon Pulse. He goes for Dragon Pulse. He goes for Dragon Pulse here. I go for a Jump Punch. He goes for Dragon Pulse, so I'm like, yo, okay. What do I do here? How much did that do? 51. But because I have leftovers plus the grass terrain, I'm gonna lose that. I'm gonna go for a Drain Punch here just to get as much chip as possible on this walking wake, right? I drain punch up. Look how much this shit does. I'm gonna be at 50% because the leftovers plus fucking rest of it. 49 close enough. I go for a drain jet punch, which is close enough. What is it? 90% chip plus, which is 4 times resistant. Don't take that in. Take that in. 4 times resistant. No, it just casually just 90% to walking away. With walking away, I'm pretty sure has like 80 base defense. So let's just talk about that. This one is something else, bro. It brought me back from like a 4-0-6 to 4 like position to like this, what is it, 4 position where walking wake is basically dead. I'm like, okay, this is great because I know this affects. I'm gonna bring in Valiant and I'm gonna Calm Mind and I'm gonna just sweep him. But the problem is with this one is this, even if it doesn't sweep the teams that you play against, it just causes too much damage for even a position where you just want to be like, yo, this mon is a little too broken. And I tear with a Valiant. I don't sweep with Valiant, but I do enough damage where I can like position it. Actually, I do sweep with Valiant. But anyways, ignore the ratings. But you know, like this guy's a good, strong player, so don't even like discredit him. This team is really strong. But you know, we can talk about another game where I destroy my player because of fucking not even walking awake. It's just this one right here. The problem is Terror. Terror with this one is just a little too strong. What's the this shit is? This is a meme team. This guy brought a fucking what is it called? Mistofif? I don't even know what the bond is. It's pretty strong. So I used to against roundabout, so it's like I respect it a bit. So let's see. My boss diff, that's what it's called. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I've been like struggling against like monsters here, so not this team. This guy we cooked. This guy has some bullshit fucking install. Not even install HO. I was a Battle Factory for that. Let me cook and let me explain like my reasons so I can give you the exact reason why this one is broken. Okay, so this guy is what 1700s. I'm in the 1600s or 1500s because I was struggling. I'm not gonna lie, might have been a little fried, but I wanted to cook and like understand the tier because you bring in a fucking dolphin in the tier and it feels a little bit broken sometimes. So you're like, yo, let me have some fun and let me just learn the matchups. Let me learn the metagame. And, you know, let me troll a bit so I can get into a tier, not even a generation. Let me get into a meta where I'm like, yo, let me just like cook and understand what the meta is saying. So, you know me. I like that. I like how I can learn the meta. And so I start off in the 1500s, 1540s. So, in my mind, I'm like, yo, he either leaves a Palafin or he goes into something else. So I'm like, yo, he goes into low kicks, which is fucking amazing because low kicks loses. This guy's also 1700s, 1556. I'm 1546, so it's like, yo, like he might think I'm an easy opponent, but you know me, I've been top 100 numerous times, so I'm gonna cook this guy. This guy has no idea about my potential, so I go for either. I think I go for a discharge or a U-turn. I go for a 2-way because this guy does not have T-wave resistance at all. Yeah, so I'm like, yo, this crown is the problem. It's problem because Kieran is my breaker, and if I don't have crown. If I have a crown fight against a crown, this becomes a problem. And because look at my team. Crown kind of destroys this team. And I don't have anything faster than crown that doesn't make it destroy my team. So I'm like, yo, I know does not kill you in one hit. Soaking is like a problem against you, and I'm like, yo, let me just like paralyze you as soon as possible so I can like get in a good position with my Tusk or my Palafin. I will switch home. Because I'm like, yo, I can bring in Slow King and not get damaged. I can look like get paralyzed. He looks paralyzed. I go for future, so I'm like, yo, this shit's gonna put on pressure. So he has to use low kicks or he uses one of these three because these three can take on a future set perfectly. So I go into chili reception, right? Because chili reception looking is amazing. He goes zap, I go zap, and then I'm like, yo, he needs to switch out. I go for either Discharge or Hurricane. Maybe I should have went for Discharge because Discharge would have done as much damage as possible. But look at that. It's a free, what is it? I don't know how percent of it, 20%. And I roost on the future side, you know, and I go for roll switch. So I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. Let's go Slow King. Where do I go for future side here? Oh, actually, that she comes in. I either go Tusky or Zap, and I'm like, yo, Slake it, whatever. Let's see what he does here. Like, okay, can we talk about how many Palafin counters he has? Like, look, he's Aloe plus fucking Rillaboom plus Corviknight. And not to mention, he also has a low kick. So low kicks can somewhat do somewhat decent damage against Palafin. So I'm like, okay, Palafin is kind of shit this game, but you know, let's get him activated. I haven't got him activated at this moment, but I think I go Palafin here because I'm like, yo, Aloe cannot do shit against Palafin. I'm like, yo, he's not gonna go for a Scald on a Zapdos. He goes for a Flip Turn. I'm like, yo, it's fine. It's fine. Now I can get this shit activated. He gives into his own Palafin. I go into Zap here. Let's see. I go Zap here. No Paralyze. No Paralysis, which sucks. But it's like, yo, what can you be greedy about? I go for Zap Hurricane because I'm like, yo, this shit's paralyzed. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna try to get it confused. Shit does not hit it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. He goes into Future Sight and what does he go for? Full Switch? Yeah. Critical hit, which is a little unfortunate, but it's like, yeah, what can you do? He does not have, I don't know why I didn't go for Voltage, because Voltage is free as fuck. But, you know, fuck it. It's because he can Protect. You know, hindsight, you kind of forget about shit. You Protect. I wanted to save my Zap for everything on his team because he's really weak in Zap. I'm like, yo, make it. Looking in, Future Sight does not do shit. I either go for a T-Wave or a Future Sight, which is fine. After Future Sight, Flip Turn out. You know, the thing was Palafin, you cannot really use him HO. It's kind of like a momentous thing, so you need to use it on bulky Alafin. So I go, was that T-Wave here? Let's see. Chili Reception, I lied. I'm kind of stupid. I go Great Tusk because he brings in a Wish on the Iron Crown. I either go for Stealth Rocks or Long Rush because I'm like, yo, there's no point of headlong rushing. And I get the headlong rush. Oh, it's not even a kill, but probably going for Wish here. This thing is really annoying. This is a position where I sweep a Palafin. He Terra Waters on my Zap, which is fine. But actually, let me just like, why is this shit blind? Let me just like, Mewmore is the go, so I gotta play Mewmore. This shit's fire. Mewmore might be the go. Anyways, fuck it. I go Palafin. You go Kyurem on his Palafin because I'm like, yo, this shit is threatened by Freeze Dry. He knows that. I'm gonna go switch out into Palafin. I mean Kyurem, because Kyurem is broken, but Palafin is even more broken. So I'm gonna Freeze Dry on him. Or I'm gonna switch out. Let's see what he does. He goes Corv because he's scared of the Freeze Dry, and I double on his fucking Kyurem, on his Corviknight. I'm like, yo, this shit does not beat me on one. I either go for a sub here, or I go for a sub or a bulk up. Bro, this is the problem with his mom. It makes him choose between. It punishes your opponent between either choosing between bulk up or sub. This guy knew that I was gonna be like, yo, probably gonna bulk up, but he didn't expect sub. And with leftover sub, it's like, yo, it's cooked. Cooked. Look at this, bulk up, and it's over. This really is over. I Terra Poison on his Rillaboom, and I break my sub. I Jet Punch his bitch ass, and I sweep. This guy was 1725. I know I'm 15 fucking 41. Ignore that, but that's not the point. The spawn is just too broken. It really is. Let's do this game. I would literally care. Let's see. I don't know if Palafin even came out. This is not even a good game for Palafin. Let's talk about it. Is this game good? Palafin come out? It. I'm climbing my ranks back into the normal ranks, you know, but let's see how Palafin does. Palafin, I didn't even bring him out, okay. Let's ignore this game. Private? Let's see. This guy cooked, I think. This is the same one I showed you. You guys, this is irrelevant. Uh, Same bullshit. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Okay, this is Battle Factory. Okay, so we look at it. I know this guy's 1500s, but based on my Palafin Terra, this shit is gonna sweep his team. I get Palafin in that right position, it's over. Shit with my Iron Valiant set, it's like, yo, what can you do? So, I know this guy's gonna expect me to go Palafin, so I go into cure him. As he goes into his own cure. I played this guy before, I'm pretty sure he has leftovers cure with his sub protect bullshit. So I expect him to just go for protect. I show him my skill shot. I'm like, yo, if you don't respect me, I'm gonna go for this. What do I go for? Either EP or go for skill shot because I'm like, yo, I'm too pussy. I expect that shit. He goes great toss. I go for assist. He goes for sucker punch. I go for either a knockoff or I go for silver. I go Zapier because this shit does not scare me. I'm like, yo, whatever. I go for voltage here or discharge. I'm like, yo, let me U-turn out here. I go into Palafin because I'm like, yo, this guy's not gonna go for discharge a Thunder Wave on my Palafin. He's gonna go for a Future Sight or Sludge Bomb. And I'm like, yo, let me switch out freely. I got my Palafin activated. I'm like, yo, this Palafin destroys me. And I got Palafin activated as soon as possible. The problem with Palafin is not the fact that it's terrible, bro. It's just the fact that you can switch him in on a perfect switch him, such as this situation where this guy, he could have won for T-Wave there. He really could have. He expected my Palafin to come in. But the problem is Palafin is kind of puts on that pressure. But it's like, yo, it's so broken. Was it 650 we said? We said 650, right? 650 base stats was like, yo, this should not be in the only tier. So he goes in chili reception. Here's the key man. I think I go for my own chili. Yeah, no. I switch into hard zap. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get para on this guy. Plus features that came out, so I'm like, yo, I know Zap can live two of those mods at least. He goes for swords, so I'm like, yo, whatever. I go for a U-turn, bringing Great Tusk. He's not gonna go for Iron Head. I'm like, yo, bringing Great Tusk. As I go back into Palafin, I'm like, yo, he's gonna switch out into Moltres. And now it's time to set up a sub. And he's going to cure him. Like, yo, if you want to go sub, I'm gonna go sub with you, buddy. I go for a sub right here. And it's basically over. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I Terra Breeze, I'm like, yo, Freeze Dry is gonna kill me. Which is not a bad play, but sometimes he's gonna make these plays. He roars me out with Moltres, which is great play from him, but like, you know, like it's a little over at this point. I T-Wave whatever comes in. I go Great Tusk on his whatever situation. He goes for a Rapid Spin here. And I'm like, yo, this guy's definitely not gonna expect me to go for a Sinuous. This looking has been changing my stats per year. Actually, I lied. I might have lied, but this guy gets paralyzed? No. He gets paralyzed here though. Yeah, Zapdos is broken. Anyways, switch out. He does Slowking. I go for U-turn. Tusk comes in. I go for a nice chip on the Moltres I get burned from. Yep. I go for Slowthwalk here. Yep. I sack Tusk here because I'm like, yo, Tusk is not gonna be useless. Plus King M is basically chipped. Plus Palafin is in. Like, yo, I'm gonna sub up or bulk up. See what I do. He gets paralyzed. Now I go for sub. I go for sub here. Or I go for bulk up. I get as much fucking what's it called? Not removal, boost as possible. Plus, I go for sub. Oh, he goes for that shit. I forgot about that. I go for a jump punch because I'm like, yo, let me get as much chip on this bitch ass Pokemon as possible. And he brings the new next. King Ember's on him. He brings them. I go zap, you know, and I'm like, yo, this guy gets paralyzed by my fucking zap. It's over. But look how much pressure Palafin comes at. So Terra used 77% still. This mon might be a little too broken. Not even it might be. Do I have any replays with like this mon is just There's a replay where I can like show you how D Knight and like he has like too many situations where this mod is just broken. I probably lose the game, yeah. Ignore that game. But the point is, the mod needs to be gone. It really does. It really does. Like, look at this. Okay. I played against my opponent right here. Enoch 1-2-3. You know, I don't really show me losing, but you know, like we'll show this point. I teared with Darkrai, and it's a 6-6 matchup. Okay, so I go for a Dark Pulse, which is a choice by Darkrai. Okay, Fire Blast Mimics. He is so weird as that. He goes into Palafin. I'm like, yo, what do I expect here? I'm like, yo, he's gonna go for a Wave Crush. I went too far ahead. I go Corphinite because I'm like, yo, he's gonna Wave Crash. He bulks up, and I'm like, yo, how do I punish this mon? He goes for a Wave Crash, and look how much at this. I'm like, yo, what do I do? Iron Defense up in panic, and I'm like, yo, Corv is gone. Corv is gone. And I'm like, yo, do I just go for a Swords Dance here? Because I'm pretty sure Palafin doesn't kill me. But, you know, I bring it back to fucking, what was it, 63%? And yeah. Yeah, watch this shit solo, man. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really usually show me losing cooked, but yeah. This is one of those games where Palafin just destroys me with Terra Dark. Yeah, I'm Terra Fighting. And it's like, bro, like, in the situation where you just completely get cooked, it's just like, yo, what do I do? Maybe we can look at replays where this mod doesn't cook me, but, I think that's it. But other than the replays, let's talk about what other tournament players are talking about. Even such as Solwyn. Solwyn is a great player. If not, he is the best Gen 9 OU tier player out there. Not even just Gen 9 OU tier. He's one of the best, if not the GOAT, as Pokemon Showdown. You know, we have Maverick Shooters, one of the best Pokemon players out there, talking about how it should be banned. Like, the reason why I don't think we need an introduction, because honestly, about how people say that this mod should be, how the cons are switching, cons about this mod is switching out and getting, it's like a momentous app isn't enough in my opinion. Problem is with this mod is that back then, like even like before release, I was thinking like, yo, this mod might not be broken because we have Zamazenta in the tier, we have Golden and Gold in the tier, we have Ogrepon this year, we have all these mods, Zap, you know, but you forget about Terra Reliance. And Terra Reliance is one of those big things where it's just like, yo, it just becomes a huge thing. But then you forget about also Mashup Reliance, because sometimes if you don't want a water pond, if you don't want a water absorb Pokemon, Palafin is going to put in work. And as we can see, we've seen in my replays, even a Rillaboom or a Dragonite gets swept up. Like, it's like, yo, like Pokemon, not even Pokemon, Palafin should not beat those mons, realistically, but it just does. It really does. And it's like, yo, these guys talk about it in their discussions. If you really want to know about this, if you're qualified for this, but you won't really, you guys won't see this unless you're qualified. But I'll go through it at best. Let's talk about Stormzone. Stormzone is literally one. Or it's not even all the T, right? So that's what he won. So he talks about how Kyurem is forced to run Sub Protect, I'm pretty sure, because Glow King and Iron Crown usage is dropped because of Palafin. Because that's how important this mod is. It literally shifts the metagame and it's become a little broken. Raging Bolt, such as Raging Bolt, the Dragonite has gone up because of Dragon types being more used because of Palafin. Palafin has become that, and Palafin is adapted into that such, using running Ice Punch. It's just a great point which he uses. Plus Dragonite running, I have never seen a Terra Water Dragonite, maybe because I'm a little like mid ladder, because I've been running 1500s, but right now I'm 1680. So you know, let me just go into the 1600, let me go into 1700s back, and then we'll see how it is. But people are apparently running Dragonite, and he believes that Dragonite is Dragonite is a little too broken now because it checks Ogerpon. And I was like, yo, not Ogerpon. What's this one? We're talking about Palafin. And it kind of does check Ogerpon. I see Palafin. And Ogerpon also becomes better because of this such. But the problem is the best set is Bulk Up. The problem with Bulk Up Palafin is the unpredictability of the sets. There's Terror plus the fourth most thought. Fourth most thought can be either taunt, sub, or what? What is this guy saying? Okay. Hazard stack plus HO. So it becomes a problem where this one is a little too broken for the OU tier. People used to think that this one could be handled by Zamazenta because Zamazenta was kind of like the entrance of OU tier. If you can handle Zamazenta, then you're broken. But if you're not, if you can't handle Zamazenta, then it's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So, you know, that is why people believe this one can be fine because Zamazenta is the entrance to being the OU tier. But if you can handle Zamazenta, if you can outpace Zamazenta, then you're not OU, you're Obers. But that's what the people believe. Ogerpon plus Zamazenta and such, and even you have a lot of dragon types in the tier. But Palafin is just different. It really is. Like what? 650 base attack? Not even 650, 160 base attack plus the 60 base stats it's just too broken. So we can all agree with that. And you know, what is it? Storm Zone made his own fucking tier list based on what he believes the best archetypes are, and he believes webs are. And because of Palafin impact, the entire shift in the metagame is a little bit of a problem because Palafin is completely just pushing the entire metagame away. It's completely not diversifying. It is adjusting the metagame towards its needs, and that's the problem with the player base right now. People, I don't know. I used to believe that Palafin, it's been 4 days since Palafin is gone. I mean, been released. I used to believe that Palafin was okay into the game just because we have so many checks, but like, this one, Terra is too broken. So, in my opinion, this shit needs to be gone. I'm pretty sure everybody is talking about keep it banned. And these are the people who are high ladder, not even just high ladder, high tournament players. We have Storm Zone, who's OLT champion. He's also OST champion. You know, this guy is top tier players in the game. Probably the best player in the game, right? And we have fucking guys like him, and we also have people who have also tournament results. Maverick Shooters, he's a coach for SP, I'm pretty sure. A prominent player is saying, man, this shit is not healthy to the metagame. And if you wanted to keep OU the same as it was, this shit is more broken than Kiram and Discord, and you know, we need this shit gone. And you know, it's gonna be 2 weeks. I'm gonna get Rex eventually. I'll upload a video when I get Rex, but I'm gonna give my opinion of what this mon is, and even Storm Zone. I mean, Storm Zone even says, what is it? Palafin. No, it says, where is it? He's never to conclude my post. I believe Palafin is one of the unhealthiest re-additions to metagame. That proves he's literally like a top player saying this. It's just the most unhealthiest re-addition to the metagame. You need to understand what it is. If you don't, then you're just being delusional. You know, I've seen in recent memory that I do not believe this Pokemon should not be in the OU tier because it is a little too broken. People underestimate how switching is, you know, and that's what people believe. Like switching out Palafin is like, yo, so remember this before, like, you know, if you get it, not even get, you can easily switch out on Palafin, you know, get that boost, and you're like, yo, 650 boost, 650 base attack, the 650 base attack, 650 base stats, and it's like, yo, this shit's broken, and you know, he believes it's broken. And you know, we can talk about my opinion. I just stated like a little short opinion about how like I've been using my Pokemon Palafin, and I'm like, yo, I need to Terra Poison, a sub, Chip Punch, Rain Punch. That's all you need. But you can't run in the rain. Rain. I ran in the rain, but like in my opinion, rain is kind of dumb. You need to, if you're gonna run rain, you need to have Iron Treads. You need to have all these mods. It's like, bro, it's a little too restrictive. But with bulky offense such as this team, not even this team, um, this is the original team. Let me activate this so you guys can see animated. Bulky offense with this team is like, yo, this shit's broken. But anyways, I want to give my opinion before I get Rex to spawn, because this one might need to go. Not even might need to go, needs to go. Yeah, top players uniting to get rid of this one. But anyways, you know who it is, Pirate 3, and I want to say, if you're a new viewer and you want to sub to my channel, not even if you want to sub to my channel, you are going to sub my channel, because I'm going to be posting more heat like this shit. Palafin suspects, whoever comes into suspects in Gen 9 OU, maybe even Gen 10 OU, we'll see, because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. So sub to my channel, you'll see more content like this, but I'll be giving in-depth discussion, analysis, replays, anything to prove my points about what I believe. But other than that, I'm gonna go. Peace. It's 5 a.m. I'm gonna go pee because I gotta go to the washroom. But have fun. If you're gonna use Palafin before it's banned, because this shit's gone, nobody's gonna be using this one in about, I think January 3rd is the last time. But have fun with this one before it's gone. Believe what you think. If it's not broken, in your opinion, it's not broken. But if it is broken, which most people believe, even me, but have fun with this mod before it's gone. But it's your boy, Pat33 and 23 is not 33. I'm a peace out before I go to sleep. I'll see you guys later. Peace.